What's up, Soul Fam? You know, the last video I made, I didn't realize I was holding it upside down. You know, that shouldn't even be a thing, right? Like, you should be able to hold the camera anyway, and it just automatically puts it in the direction you need it to be in. So I just made a video, I don't know, it was like a 15-minute video sharing my experiences, right? And I was listening to it. Like, I like listening to my own videos as well. I don't know why. So I'd have to say that my content is enjoyable because I enjoy it. So, you know, who watches a video of themselves? Like, and I'm not fucking self-centered and, you know, fucking all about myself, you know? So I like watching my videos. But I started off this video by this game right here. And it was dope as hell. I was like, oh, y'all gotta check this game out. I gotta post this for y'all. And I know I got a lot of young bucks on my channel. I'm a little bit older than y'all. I'm 34. But I used to play this motherfucker right here for like days on end at a time. Let it be a weekend, and I got this motherfucking game from the video store. Yeah, that's when you renting video games from the video store. You know you got some little time on your belt. A little 80s baby. So I got to playing this. But if y'all know who Funko Land is, that sounds familiar to you, then y'all know about this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtle in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Hold up, let's see. Oh man, Cowabunga. Come on, y'all remember that? What y'all know about that? So let me share my experience. It's funny, man. I just made like a 15-minute video talking about this fuck dude that I just encountered and 2 fuck dudes, and then how I wanted to suffocate some kids. I don't know why Spirit won't let me post videos like that. Like, as soon as I got done with the video, I went to go hit the button and I hit delete. So I was like, oh, I ain't supposed to fucking post that, which I don't understand why. Like, Spirit says be authentic, invent, express yourself. And sometimes I want to fucking express myself and they try to sugarcoat some shit, you know what I mean? Or they want to, you know, I get it, you know. It doesn't seem all love and light when you're talking about suffocating a kid or earth slamming a kid, but I'll get into that later. Sorry, Spirit, but... So, first things first. I'm coming back from the gym. It's cleaned up real nice. Check me out, boss, check me out. I'm just kidding. But no, for real. So, I'm jumping on the light train, the trolley, right? And I just walk up. And I'm just walking past, and all of a sudden I say, boy, I'll knock your ass out listening to my conversation. And I knew he was talking to me, but I didn't even look in his direction. I pretended like I didn't even hear the motherfucker. This skinny ass dude looked like a fucking skeleton wrapped in electrical tape. Like, come on now, bro. And you could tell, like, from what I was hearing, he was getting into it with his girl, and his girl was treating his ass, and he was hot about it. So what else you got better to do than project your bullshit, on your bad day, on the other individuals? And that's the shit I'm talking about. 333, baby. That's the things I'm talking about. Like, you get angry, and then you just start taking it out on other individuals unconsciously. Don't do that. If you're angry, get by yourself and go hang out with yourself and go dissect that program of why you're angry. You know? Fucking start a YouTube channel, vent it off, however you need to do it. I mean, this is half of my journey, is just venting it off to y'all. Well, so you know, you just lip boxing, tough as hell. I ain't paying no mind. So I jump on the trolley, 3 stops up, get off. I wanted to go to the Walmart. I'm walking across the street, or I'm walking away from the trolley, and, you know, buddy's like, hey man, you need some G? I'm like, some G? I don't know what that is. I said, I was like, you got some green? He's like, you need some green? I was like, depends what you got, man. You know, I ain't got much money. I was like, but you know, if you got a sawbuck. He's like, a sawbuck? I'm like, yeah, $10. Don't ask me where that came from, but a sawbuck is $10. That's some shit I picked up in prison. I don't know. So I'm like, he's like, yeah, I got you, right? So I was like, all right, I need to go to this Target over here and get some change, right? So we're walking, you know, and we're talking, you know, I start spitting my little motivational spiel about, you know, creating your vision, you know. He's like, that's funny you say that, man. He's like, I wanted to get into music. And he's like, I'm passionate about computers and, you know, creating, you know, things on the computer, right? And I'm like, dude, it starts right here, you know. And he's, you know, whatever. So I get the change and everything. And I was like, hey, man, I was like, because he used to talk about how his computer broke. I'm like, shit, I was like, I got a laptop in my bag. I was like, I'm trying to get rid of that motherfucker because it's just weighing me down and I ain't got no use for it right now. And I'll manifest a new computer when the time comes and I get back to writing. So I want to manage my YouTube account so I could plug Felix so he could help assist manage my account. So I got everything pretty much ready, but I needed his email and I wasn't sure what the email was, which I figured it out. So check your email, Felix. And if you have any issues, just hit me up on the gram. And so I get that taken care of. That's legit. And then I was like, well, if he's gonna get this motherfucker, I need to start deleting the passcodes. Because that was the worry. Like if I was to give it away or sell the fucking the laptop, I gotta worry about a motherfucker going and tracing back to like my history and looking up my passwords and information, you know, sensitive information. So I was kind of sketchy about that. So I'm deleting passcodes and everything and whatnot. And all of a sudden he goes, oh, that's my cutty. Some Hispanic dude walked up, and this kid's like, he's like black and Hispanic. And he goes over there and he's like, he's got some weed too. Or he says he's got weed. And I'm like, that was a red flag. He's like, yeah, he's got weed. And I'm sitting there thinking, I thought you had weed. So, you know, he's like, all right. He's like, you could come in the bathroom? I'm like, no, I'm straight. He goes, I thought you wanted some weed. I said, I thought you had weed, bro. I'm like, what's that sound like, man? If I come up to you and say, hey, you need something? And then you're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm asking motherfuckers around me for what you said you had, or I said I had. I said, that sounds sketchy, bro. It sounds like you trying to whoop a motherfucker. You trying to stang a nigga. He's like, stang a nigga, rob a nigga. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I ain't even fucking with you, bro. I was like, don't get this pretty motherfucker twisted, bro. I was like, I'm out here in these streets, bro. I grew up out in these streets. And this fucking Phoenix shit, come on, bro. Soft as fuck. So I had to walk off on his goofy ass. And then he had the nerve to be like, you got papers or a blunt wrap? And I'm like, nah. Why? He's like, shit, I wanted to smoke. I'm like, now you trying to smoke my weed too? First you was trying to sell me some weed that you didn't even have. And now you found a motherfucker to sell me it, and now you're trying to smoke my weed? I'm like, man, take your ass, man. So that was, motherfuckers are goofies, bro. And they get this pretty motherfucker fucked up, bro. All the time. Like, if I don't say anything, and that's the crazy thing, like, I don't always talk like this, but it will come out when it needs to. You know what I mean? I'll talk cordial with a motherfucker. And just be like, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? You know. But then when you try me or you judge me and you shortchange me, you think I'm some soft-ass motherfucker? Hell no. Pull your motherfucking card, Jack. So I had to walk off on his goofy ass. And now I'm in Walmart, right? You know how Walmart is. Everybody and their mama up here. We got some ignorant-ass kids just screaming their ass off about some shit that they ain't getting. And that's why I got into all that about suffocating a kid. I was just kidding, but you know what I mean? Like, that's the program, right? It's not your kid. Kids, when they're not your kids, you ain't got no motherfucking tolerance for them. So you hear a kid fucking do some blood-curdling ass scream over some weak-ass shit. You like, check your motherfucking kid, man. Are you even raising these kids these days? Kids ain't getting raised. They're getting thrown in front of a tablet so mommy and daddy can be on their iPhone as well. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't deny it. And like I said, we all doing the best we can. I understand that. But when is it time to do better? You know what I mean? Because guaranteed, I ain't even gonna get into it. Like I said, fuckers ain't shit. They ain't gonna, you know, a kid ain't gonna amount to shit when you ain't teaching them how to be respectful in public. to other individuals, to its elders. These are things that are not getting instilled in kids these days, and it's fucking sad. It's sad. Kids ain't getting raised these days. They're getting thrown in front of an electronic device and just saying, shut up. Like, I've seen it multiple times, even with my ex-girlfriend, but she was good about it. Like, she would only allow her kid on the tablet for so long, unless she was having a bad day, which I understand, you know, and she'd just be like, get out my fucking hair, which I understand, you know what I mean? I understand kids. I grew up around kids my whole life. My sister had her first kid at the age of 15. I was an uncle at the age of 11, 12. You know what I mean? So I grown up around kids my whole life. And I love kids. But when they're fucking unruly and fucking ignorant, no, that shit makes me fucking want to do something. You know? And I that's an old program. That's what I'm saying. Like, the way I was, you know, the trauma that I endured as a child, I used to project that shit on the kids as well. And some of the program still sticks around where I hear an unruly ass kid blood curdle and scream. I want to go over there and just earth slam them. But I would never react on it. But this is the program that's going off that's still there. And I have to just be like, come on, man. It's a motherfucking kid. Kid don't know any better. You know? If anything, go earth slam the fucking parent. Fucking neglecting their child. You know? Because it is neglect. It's fucking neglect. You know what I mean? Motherfucking... Wow. Very few parents spend time with their kids these days. A lot of fucking parents don't know who their kids is. My mom don't even know who I am. But like I said, these parents are doing the best they can. And it's ancestral fucking trauma that's encoded in our DNA that we're healing, you know? And that's what we're doing. That's why it's so important to do your healing, so you could heal this trauma and not pass it on to your child or whoever else. You know what I mean? So... That's it. Like, and I'm not getting down on y'all. This is truth. Like, it's true. And the only reason why, if you're denying it, it's because you're a fucking parent that throws your kid in front of a tablet and you want to justify the fuck out of it, which is cool. Justification is cool, but it doesn't solve a problem. You know, it might make your ego feel, you know, okay, but it doesn't solve a problem. So, I'm just ready to get the fuck out of Phoenix with these watered down ass fucking goofies, you know? Watered down ass goofies. Like, when you grew up in the streets of Chicago, you know, and I'm not saying, like, don't get me wrong, like, I eventually moved to the suburbs. I wasn't always in Chicago, but I grew up there, you know, and I eventually migrated. But I was always in some motherfucking hood-ass neighborhood. I never grew up in a really, well, I take that back. I had a few good neighborhoods, you know, I grew up in it all. But a majority of my motherfucking life was in some fucking low-class neighborhood, you know? That's right, I do what I want. And, so... You grow up in the streets of Chicago and you see how them motherfuckers act, you know? Not giving a fuck. 4th of July. Fucking 27 shot, 8 dead. Labor Day weekend, 3-day weekend, 43 motherfuckers shot, 17 dead. Come on now, motherfuckers ain't playing. And these kids, these are kids doing this shit. They ain't adults. These are fucking kids out in these streets with these guns. Motherfuckers out here get ate the fuck up out there. But like I said, I mean, who cares, right? Like, fuck does that have to do with us? But it's just this shit, like, that we see out here, and we see it to show it's an example. It's an example to be like, wow, I need to make sure I correct that, you know? Like, he projected his bullshit all over me. I didn't like the way that felt. Let me make sure I don't do that. And that's part of the fucking work, is seeing the examples out here, the poor ass examples, as part of the positive examples, because there's beautiful individuals out here as well. And that's why it's so important not to judge a book by its cover. You know how many times I judged somebody because I didn't like the way they looked, they carried themselves, or they talked, and then I get to conversating with them and knowing, like, this motherfucker's cool as hell. And it just goes to show me how poor my judgment is. You know, we got shitty judgment. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but I definitely do. And it's gotten better, you know, because I don't no longer, I might be aware of the ego judging, but I'm in my spirit being like, here goes that puss-ass ego fucking judging, thinking he's better than somebody. He ain't better than shit. I ain't better than nobody. We all equal in this bitch. You know? But I was thinking, like, I had mentioned, I was like, maybe I gotta get a fucking couple face tattoos. Maybe they'll motherfucking, you know, question, be like, oh, this motherfucker might be from the streets. You know? Because they get this all pretty fucking illusion all fucked up. With the beads and the crystals and the long hair, thinking I'm some type of hippie fuck. Yeah, I got that too. Yeah, you'll get that. But you'll also get some shit that you don't want. And, you know, this is my perception on tattoos. You know, when I used to think about getting tattoos, I used to think about the appeal that I would project out about how I'd be this tough-looking motherfucker. You know, this bad motherfucker. Like, oh, you don't want to try him? Look at him. He probably been to prison a couple times. He got tattoos all over his body. Oh, go. And that's how a majority of motherfuckers get tattoos. You know what I mean? They get the fucking arm tattoos and the neck tattoos and the face tattoos, trying to motherfucking put on an illusion like they some type of thug. They ain't shit. I'm not saying not all of them are, because you'll catch the wrong motherfucker, Jack. But I'm saying a majority of them, I mean, look at the fucking rap stars. Come on now. All of them are goofies. All of them. Fucking Xan. Fucking... What's that other guy's name? Fucking... That fucking rock star dude. Fucking... You know who I'm talking about. Goofies. You know what I mean? That shit's just an image. Those motherfuckers don't play that game. Hell no, they don't. Very few. For example, one real motherfucker, rapper, that was actually out there doing motherfucking things. See murder, no limit. Caught a body, you know what I mean? He was still out in them streets. What he rapped about, he lived. These motherfuckers ain't living that life. But like I said, these are just my ideas, you know, and my way of venting. But like I said, I mean, you ain't got nothing to worry about out here. The majority of people, plus half of us on this channel, we're not even gonna give them the time of day. So we so up here, we so high vibe, and all it is a test from the universe. That's all it is. It's gonna say, I'm gonna try him and see if it triggers him, and if he reacts. I'm gonna get no reaction out of me. What am I gonna do? Like, one of two things are gonna happen when you react badly to that. You're gonna get into a motherfucking confrontation, and it's gonna be a bunch of lip boxing. You might throw hands, and you're either gonna get your ass whooped or you're gonna beat his ass. Each one of them ain't gonna make you feel better. You get your ass whooped, not only is your pride hurt, but you all fucked up. You beat his ass. Now it's on your conscience, and you're like, man, I done put my hands on another individual. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, when you just go right to these, that means you're weak and you ain't got no communication. You know what I mean? You can't talk anything out. And people think talking is weakness. No, talking is strength. When you can sit there and diffuse a situation through your words, that's how powerful words are. You can just diffuse a situation through that. That's true power, you know. Anybody could throw these around. Anybody. But somebody that has words, that can motherfucker just put a motherfucker that was amped up, motherfucker gas him down a little bit, that's power. It's true power. And that's how powerful our words are. But here we go, 20-minute video. I just want to share with y'all, you know. I'm in Walmart, got me a couple snacks, got me some chicken, avocado, some motherfucking smart water. Bitch ass labels. I don't know why I pay for shit that you can get out the faucet, but I don't trust that shit all the time. But I notice, you know, if I don't buy water, I don't drink as much water because I have a fucking bad belief about the shit that comes out of the faucet, as far as the fluoride and all that other garbage that they put in our water. You know? And there's this water filtration system. I'll make another video about it. Maybe I'll make a fucking video just strictly about water and how powerful it is. But you know me, I never just make a video about one thing. I'm just... So, either way, I'm gonna fucking go check out. Might walk around and upload this video for y'all. How about that? Catch me outside, how about that? Love yourself, how about that? Shine that light. How about that? It's all love. It's all love. It's the only truth. Everything else is a bad fucking program. Know that. You ain't expressing love. Sometimes love comes out in fucked up ways, though. You know? Sometimes you have to tell somebody about themselves out of love. Put things in perspective. But how about that? Have a blessed day.